Hello and welcome. I am so excited once again. Jen here from Oxygen. We are four coaches, one mission to transform your Sunday. Let's meet our amazing team. Iris, can you introduce yourself?
Oh, thank you so much, Jennifer. I am so excited for today. God, this is so cool. Especially because we have this amazing guest with us. So my name is Iris G. Santos, and I am the owner of Iris G. Santos Counseling Coaching, and I am a coach. And I work with adult women to restore inner peace and self-love. I help them break out of the cycle of toxic relationship or any relationship that suck your energy and leave you feeling lost and confused. Like it's just suck your energy. I want to give you that peace back. Maggie.
Thank you, Iris. My name is Maggie Temez, and I am the founder of Running Fox Living Food. And I work with diabetics and people with chronic illnesses who are struggling to control their illnesses with diet to find more control, more time, and most importantly, more confidence in their meal choices without feeling stuck in bland or boring diets. So, Juliet.
Hi everyone, I'm Juliet. I'm a confident coach and also an artist, and I do mix my art and my coaching to help women to get more confident, to overcome their imposter syndrome, their low confidence, to thrive more on professional and personal basis. Jennifer.
Thank you. And excuse me, I am Jennifer, owner of Oxygen. It's a mind and body coaching company, and I help women over 40 who are struggling to maintain healthy habits, get stronger, think better so they can live their best lives. And I am so excited today for our guest. She is an amazing woman who is a coach of one of my favorite things, the law of attraction. Urmil, welcome. Can you tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Thank you, Jennifer, and everybody else for having me here today. I'm so grateful to you all. I am a law of attraction life coach, and currently I help people who are struggling with their hurting emotions, emotions like anger, sadness, and anxiety, so that they do not fall into depression, yet cultivate an attitude of lasting happiness, so that they have connection, hope, enthusiasm, and a dignified purpose in their lives. So you can also call me a happiness coach with my program, The Happiness Navigator.
I love that. I love that so much. I love what you teach and preach. It's one of my favorite things. What are you sharing with us today?
Well, we all know that everything around us is energy. And then, along with that, we do have energy vampires, which tend to suck on your energy. And that's the topic today. If you would like, I can talk more about it today, right now.
Please. Yes, please share
Please.
with us. What are some
Okay.
of these energy vampires? I can think of a few in my head, but I'd love to hear from
Uh-huh.
you.
Too.
Well, an energy vampire can be anybody. It can be your sibling, it can be your spouse, it can be your dear good friend, anybody. The only thing is they suck on your energy when they are dumping their emotions onto you, like the negative emotions, because they always want to talk about themselves. And if you're sensitive enough, you get sucked into their plan. Well, it cannot be in, intentional. They may not do it intentionally to harm you, but unintentionally they can suck you in. Go ahead, Maggie.
I, thank you so much, by the way, for bringing this topic today, especially because like we are getting ready to start like a brand new year, and having like the consciousness around all of these things is super important. And I know from my personal experience that I definitely have had people in my life where every time that you go to see them, you spend time with them, they're going to spend a lot of time looking to you to validate their feelings and give them like additional support, additional acknowledgments, and it can be really draining to go through that on a regular basis. And so having done that, I know for myself, and I would love to hear from you guys in just a second, like what is it that you do? Because I have a tendency at this point to decline invitations to spend time with people like that because it can be a real struggle to deal with it in like real time. And so I know that's kind of my go-to, but it's definitely not the other only way. So I saw Iris. I'm gonna give Iris.
Thank you. Because I am so excited about this topic. Thank you, Irma, for bringing this topic up. And thank you, Maggie, for that share. Um, I too had a couple of energy vampires in my life. And I can also say that I have been a vampires at some point in my life also, because you evolve and you recognize that that at some point you were also a problem to someone else. But what I do with my energy vampires, I had this dear, loving, gorgeous friend in every aspect of the word, as you can describe it. And this amazing friend, when I met her, all she did was to suck energy. It was almost like it was her mission. So I it became so problematic at one point that one day I was about to just throw the towel, like they said, and even quit my job because we worked at the same place. And then someone says to me when I brought the topic up, I don't know what to do. It's too much, and it's every day, all the time. And this amazing human said to me, "You just have to love her."
Mm-hmm.
So I changed the way I saw it, the way it came to me. So I learned to whenever the energy, the sucking was coming, I would just stop the conversation very nicely and beautifully and respectfully and turn the other page and do something else. But I learned to recognize my energy and move myself away from it. I saw Jennifer first. So Jennifer.
I love, Iris, that you reframed it. So that's what my share is, because there are always going to be people in our life and our world that are trying to suck our energy. I call it a charge, right? It's that moment where you feel inside your body that there is this reaction to this person's energy. And so I just wanted to share two quick tools, excuse me, that have helped me tremendously. Number one, when you feel that charge, that energy starting to leak, I just focus, I look through the person while I'm looking at them. So I'm looking at them, but through them, and I'm anchoring my breath until my nervous system calms down. So I'm taking those deep, full breaths. And while I'm doing it, I learned this trick from Jack Canfield a long time ago. It's this energetic white light. So if you envision yourself in one of those fountains in Italy where all the water is coming up, so I envision myself and all this white light is coming around me, protecting me and keeping my energy. So I'm anchored with my breath, and then the white light is protecting me. And those are two things that I use anytime I feel that charge that somebody's trying to. I know there's so many hands too, but I did see Urmil, and then we want to get to Juliet. So that is my share. Thank you, Urmil, for bringing this up, because it's such a necessary topic. Like, what can we do? And I really appreciate this share. What do you have for us?
Okay. So just as I said before, that this can be unintentional.
Mhm.
Like all those people around you may not be doing it intentionally. So the best way, like Iris said, send them love. That's one of the ways, because the moment I have experienced it in my life many times, working in bridal industry, which is considered the difficult most industry, the moment you send love to a person, their mindset changes, their attitude towards you changes right away. And secondly, like you said, protect yourself with white light. What I do is I always envision myself in a bubble, protective bubble, with the light coming from the God's realm, so that only positivity comes in and not its negativity does not approach me. So that works for me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. Maggie and Juliet. We have Maggie and Juliet, and then we'll wrap it up.
So I would honestly, because Juliet hasn't spoken yet, would like to go after Juliet, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Juliet, what do you have
Thank
for us?
you. I'm gonna be really brief on this one. Because it happens. It doesn't happen. It hasn't happened for a while, but I would like to say that it's okay to how to say in English. I mean, it's totally fine for you because sometimes you're like, oh, you can feel this person taking out of your energy, or worse, kind of make you feel bad or really put you in. So it's okay to cut the tie with this person and just say goodbye. Maybe just a while or forever, but just want to say it's okay. You don't have to feel bad about that. That's it.
I'm glad I decided to go after Juliet because that leads into it perfectly. And I also am kind of the opinion that when you know that you have someone, like how to step away. And I love that Jen shared like the practical as to how you can protect yourself while engaging with someone who can steal your energy. Because when you are giving people love, depending on your level, right, your ability to control your own emotions, sometimes for some of us, it's harder to protect ourselves and it's easier to set ourselves up in situations where we can minimize that. And so I want to just give some practical tips on that, because if you know that there is someone that does have a tendency to do that, pull that energy and time, you can arrange for spending time with them if it is someone you want to or have to, depending on what their relationship is. Family, sometimes you have to spend time with people, but you can do that in a public space. And if there are more people around, the ability to not have that focused on you is there. And then the other thing is that if you can't set up those times to be in a public space, just being really clear as to, sure, I would love to go have coffee with you. And then you can put it at a neutral location where you can then walk away whenever it starts to become too much for you. And that's okay too. So you you can not spend time with them and just politely decline. We never want to hurt anyone's feelings or be disrespectful. That's not something that I personally would encourage in anyone, but just letting people know that, that's not a good time for me, and then giving them options to what would work better for you so that you can set yourself up in a good way. Those are some really practical ways to deal with people who have a tendency to want energy from other people and validation.
I love that. Urmil,
Yeah.
what are your last words to wrap us up on this beautiful conversation?
Well, it all boils down to setting your boundaries with them.
Yes.
Whoever it is, you can learn to say no, and don't be afraid to asking for your own space. That's
Beautiful.
about it.
I
Yeah,
love it.
nice.
It looks like we lost Iris, but we're so
Yeah.
glad you're all here. Again, this is Transform Your Sunday. 4 coaches, 1 mission to help you transform your Sunday. Don't forget to share this. And join us every Sunday. We're here for you. Drop in the comments any topics you'd like to know more about. Till next
Thank
week.
you.
Take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
Bye.